what do you think was different with this approach with using the GO code stuff to what you've done in the past? Like, why do you think you saw such different results?
I think you made me a believer in releasing the club before I even knew you. You know, I always had trouble releasing it. And I thought it was, for me as a lefty, I thought it was me swinging out to third base. And I found success in that, but it wasn't consistent. And then we found me wrapping around my body and my takeaway. And that was just another crack to the code. And then we found, you talked about the GO code and having that arm right in there and being able to just turn. And those are things I never heard in all these lessons that I've had. So for me, I feel like they were all a waste of time. Like, I couldn't leave. How do I come to get a lesson and you don't recognize these things right away? Because if I don't correct these things, there's no way I get to third base or home run. Like, I'm still on first base trying to figure this thing out. And I've been golf for 3, maybe 4 years. And I just haven't had the success that I wanted. And the short time that we've worked, I feel like I've had tremendous amount of success already. So I feel like the sky's the limit with this. And I trusted in the short amount of time that we've worked on it.
Yeah, that's one of the things I think is really hard. Like, for me, like when I was younger, when I first started trying to play professionally, I started working with different coaches and trying different things. And every coach kind of has like their own different way of saying things and presenting things. And then for me, the one thing that's kind of always been missing is
I might cancel it. I don't know, they're right here.
Yeah. For me, I look at the swing holistically. And like, one of the things I was telling you is I think every golfer has the ability to play at a much, much higher level than they currently are. Like, I'm sure you feel like this. Like, it's gotta be tough to be able to play basketball at the level that you do, and then golf becomes such a humbling game, and you're like, dude,
very humbling.
What's going on? And the thing that for me is I was saying to you, like, I kind of look at it as, obviously there's science in the golf swing, of course. I've certainly taken it down as deep down that rabbit hole as you want, but to me now, I look at it more as kind of like we were talking about, it's like art. Like, you obviously have the ability to swing, and I think everybody, once you understand like the basic mechanics of the swing, it's not that complicated. But then you just start chipping away. Like, I look at your swing as, you know, you've got like a bunch of extra stuff that we don't know and things that you're working on, like not helping you. But then once you start just carving that stuff away, then you don't have to think anymore. Like, it became more of a fluid, natural movement. That's always my goal, because like when we came back this morning, I'm like, I don't want you to be thinking about 10 different things or 5 different things or whatever on the course. And so I want to know for my own benefit, to help me understand, what were you were you feeling something? Did you have a feel that you were able to take on your iron shots that you felt comfortable with? Or were you thinking, like, how were you able to translate it to the course so quickly? Because this golf course was hard.
Yeah, I think for me, it was more or less the swing path. Knowing that I can get it to the swing path and it feels semi-slotted. For an amateur like myself, just semi-slotted. Like, I haven't put enough time in to actually feel my clubs and know what slotted feels like. But I felt like I could get to this position now and get some success in my contact. Once I did that, I feel like I could just start working around that and just trust in my swing and just picking up any club and just, if it's left, right, or in the middle, I'm gonna have that club speed there and it's gonna be there, and I can trust swinging out. So I thought about it, and I was searching for the feel. And once I locked into just thinking about that swing path, club above me, in front of me, on my takeover, my turn, things like that, it allowed me to just feel nothing and just trust what we worked on. Have muscle memory for that short time before. All the little things that we did before was the muscle memory that I had to work with. So I can't imagine what muscle memory I'll have to work with after months of doing this, you know what I mean? And keeping up with your videos and keeping in touch with you. And I'm excited, dude. I was geeking out last night. I'm still geeked where I'm from after we played today. Like, I'm playing tomorrow. I'm sure the course won't be as hard as Riviera.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to just going out there, taking it out on that course, because I didn't get to today. So
yeah, Riviera's got teeth to it for sure. For sure. The one thing that was fascinating for me, because I'm, teaching people the GO code stuff, like you're one of the I've only taught a relatively small number of people compared to the 10,000 people who've taught, the dead drill and all of those mechanics. But now taking it to like a feel-based approach and watching you go from having very little confidence confusion is what it seemed like. And then we started kind of chipping away at like starting to get the sculpture out, starting to see what you're capable of. But what was amazing to me as a coach was watching you go from losing everything, obviously lefty, losing everything out to the left, so like a cut or a fade, and then watching you be able to have the confidence to hit a draw into the wind